Okay, I think I finally figured it out, and it took me a while to figure it out, but I think I finally fixed the E30. All that in today's episode. My name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Let's get into it. So I've been trying to work in the background and fix some things on the E30 and also dive into why my MAP sensor wasn't working and what really is the root cause of it. So it took me a little bit to diagnose and realize what was actually going wrong, and I think that I fully figured it out, and that is that we have a bad MAP sensor. So you're probably thinking, why didn't you just go to the MAP sensor being the issue from the start if you were having issues with the MAP sensor? Well, there are like 2 to 3 main reasons. One of them being that the sensor was brand new. I bought it from Skunk 2, and it's a 4-bar MAP sensor, and it's brand new. So I didn't think that it could come bad from the factory, but it can. So the second reason why I didn't think that it was the MAP sensor was because I had a secondary MAP sensor from my junkyard engine that I thought was good. I figured that if both of the MAP sensors weren't working, then it was, some other issue. But turns out I just had 2 bad MAP sensors and an insane amount of bad luck. So here is how the E30 is currently sitting. It is not able to start right now because it needs a new intake air temperature sensor because I absolutely destroyed that when I pulled that pipe off. And then 2, it needs new injector clips, which both of those things are coming today, but I don't know if I'll be able to actually complete that today. But I wanted to show you the issue that I found out with the MAP sensor. Since I was having wiring issues, I decided to go pick up a multimeter. If you're having any sort of wiring issues, this is a great tool to have. I don't know how I didn't have one before this, but what I did was on the MAP sensor, there is a ground, a signal, and a power wire. You can easily check those and make sure that all the wires are correct. But ours was coming from an issue with the signal wire. The far left one is going to be the power wire, and that should receive close to 5 volts. The middle wire is the signal wire, and then the far right one is the ground. I was able to verify that the actual ground was working properly and that the power was working properly, but the signal wire was actually not giving a correct signal. So what I did is I put a piece of welding wire in the back of the signal wire so that I'm able to touch a probe to here and actually read what the voltage is actually getting. From there, I made sure that the wire wasn't split on any sort of the wiring and made sure that it actually had continuity from here to the ECU. So once I realized that all of my wiring was good, I then decided to order a new MAP sensor. And what really sucked is when I was waiting for it, I finally got it, and I opened up the package, and it was not a MAP sensor. Somebody had put in a camshaft sensor and then resent it back out. So they did a cheeky thing to get their money back, and it's a really crappy thing to do because it screwed me over. So anyways, reordered a MAP sensor and got it in, and this is what it's showing. Okay, so we have the key on. We have the bad MAP sensor here. We have the signal wire connected, and then we are going to take our 2 multimeter leads. We're going to put one of them on the ground and then the other one on the signal, and then we're going to watch what it reads. Ground and signal. You can see it's currently reading about 0.4 volts with the key on. Drop down to 3.8, 3.3. Okay, now we are going to plug in the different MAP sensor. We got the new MAP sensor plugged in, and then on the multimeter, we are reading power and signal, a full volt. So I know that 1 volt might seem low for just MAP sensors in general, but this is a 4-bar MAP sensor, so to me it makes sense that it would be at 1 volt out of the 5 volts. And so especially like not running, typically you would see them at like 2.5, but that's for a regular MAP sensor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my thought process. So 1 volt sounds about right. And on top of that, I was also able to calibrate the new MAP sensor in the ECU. So I'm hoping that calibration is correct, but of course we won't know until we actually start the vehicle. So with the new calibration, I actually was able to get the MAP sensor to calibrate correctly with the barrow pressure. And so theoretically we should be able to actually start the car and it should actually run right. What was happening before is since the ECU was getting a poor reading from the MAP sensor, I think the ECU was dumping more fuel in, and so it was just causing it to run super rich. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but it was running at like a 10 air to fuel ratio. So it was just like stinking up the garage and obviously just like dumping so much excess fuel. So with this new MAP sensor, we should be good to go. And hopefully the E30 will be running correctly, and then we will be able to bring it to a tuner. All off camera, I decided to pull out the seats because I wanted to finish the backing on them. And then I was also able to kind of clean in here, and I haven't done the passenger side yet, so ignore that. But I was able to kind of clean in here, and the E30 feels really good. And I really just am so excited to drive this thing. As you guys can see, the engine bay is kind of messy and there is still a lot that I need to personally clean up before we get this thing like actually road driving and everything. But that's kind of stuff that I can tinker with a little bit off camera while the parts get in. And so they should be coming in today, so be on the lookout for a new video very soon. For those wondering, I was able to sell the silver E30, so we are back on track. Somebody came and paid full price for it, so it is off to a better owner who will hopefully, you know, do full good things with it. So that thing is sold and we are able to put all of our effort into this thing. If you guys are having any issues with your build, just let me know. Maybe there's something that I've come across that you guys are wondering. But that is going to end it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and until next time, my name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Have an amazing day. Peace.